You're watching the lazeezee review show, brought to you by lazeezee. You are watching the Sweetie Girl production. Just like that. Snap, snap. So hello out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the lazeezee review. We talk about shit I want to talk about, and you know why. You already know. So today is a special show, by popular demand. Teenage advice, teenage school advice, teenage advice. Yeah, I said don't make it broad. I'm gonna try to make it broad. 2 drops in a bucket. Fuck it. Stay tuned. The lazeezee review. Now today on the lazeezee review, I know it's for teenagers. It's for everybody. Like I said, fuck it. It's for everybody. And I know I curse, but I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum. Let's pray on it. Let's hope. Let's meditate on it because I have a problem with cursing. I know it's my little bad habit, whatever. And I try to keep it up, like I said, I try to keep it to a minimum just in case there's little teenagers running through here. And I hope that you are running through here because I got some advice for you. And it's about school, it's about life, it's about, I'm just so glad that you're here. I had already made 2 videos asking you to give me a topic. And then you guys were, like I said, fantastic, wonderful, in German, wunderbar. You guys were so beautiful, and you came through. You came through for lazeezee. I'm just gonna come through for you. And most of you, by popular demand, came through with the topic teenage advice, right? So I had said to narrow it down a little bit. And like I said, I'm gonna make it broad because there's so much advice I want to give you, and I can't really shove it, squish it, consolidate it all into one video. But I'm gonna try to give you like the creme de la creme of advice. So here we go. Let's do it. I'm going to first start out by saying, if you're in school, okay, I already made a video about bullying for yous out there that either are being bullied or are a bully. You know what I'm saying? And you can check that out. And in that video, we talk a little bit about body language. So in this video, I think it's very important to recap body language. Get a little more deeper. So let's talk. All right, for instance, it's universal. Universal. Body language is universal. Trust me, it is. That's smiling, happy, right? You could be in any country and you look at anybody, they don't know your language, but you go. And they go. And they smile too, right? And they know that that's happy. Unless they're giving you one little psycho smile, right? I want to kill you. Here's one thing weird about, like, staring. I know it's not smiling, but staring has to do with crazy. If you're staring, for instance, this body language. If somebody's staring at you for a long time, just staring at you, it's actually disrespectful to your brain. That's why you look away. You look away because we could only stare at each other for 3 seconds without being intrusive on the other person. So when somebody's staring at you too long, it either means they're horny or they want to kill you. Well, basically, something to that effect. They over there staring at you all drawn down and everything, it means something. But that's just staring, okay? So move it along. Now I was just talking about staring. Now I want to really talk about body language. A recap from like my other video about bullying. When you collapse your body in word like this, you're saying I'm a cookie, I'm a donut, eat me. Basically, because you're showing a body language of weakness. It's like this. We talked about it. Don't do it. This is like a very important advice to you. That's why I'm doing it again. That's why I'm recapping it. Don't give body language like you're trying to be small in your environment. You have to take up space. And if you know anything or you ever research or study anything about body language, you have to take up space, to show, that you are here, and they need to get used to it. And you're a person that loves themselves, so you take up a little more space than this, because we all allow some space. And everybody's aware of body language, trust me. For instance, if somebody gets in somebody's space, I don't care how stupid or what a chicken head they are, they're like, you all up in my space, you all up in here, and they, they'll tell the person that, and that'll bother them, okay? So they instinctively know they don't want you in your space because your aura comes up to it's about that far away from you or even more, and it could go on all the way to the universe. Really, it literally could. So you can feel when somebody steps into your space, you could feel it. And that's like really important to me, so to let you know, to help you to understand body language. Like, I can't sit here for 2 and 3 years talking about body language with you, but there's so much out there on the subject. Research it, Google it, figure it out. Take a book out on it. I mean, I've been researching this stuff since I was a kid. I love learning. I love understanding the self and others, in my environment. And even animals. everything, like I said before in a prior video, that everything matters to some degree, and everything can teach you something. I mean, you can have like 10 or 15,000 enemies, and they all, each and every one of them, can teach you something. Your enemies can teach you something. Trust me, even if they teach you that you got a bad temper and you need to chill it out and cool it down. And it doesn't matter if they're right or wrong. It matters on how you handle what you're going through. I know I went a little bit this way when I was talking about this, but anyway, back to the subject on body language. Like I said, I can't sit here and talk about body language all day, but I think you need to learn a little bit about the fundamentals to body language, especially when you're, throwing yourself in an environment where you with other school children. Children in general could be very cruel. They could be. They could be mean, nasty, bitchy. They don't know themselves. They're learning themselves just like you. So if you see some of them looking like they have it all together, trust me, nobody in there has it all together. Some of them have it a little more together than others because, maybe their home environment is better in a way that they're, feeling themselves, getting a lot of love, getting a lot of attention, or maybe not. And maybe this is the reason why they're just like so happy, or they're not. And then some of us are just born happy, and some of us are born motherfucking miserable. And that's that. That's negativity. That's energy. That's negative and positive energy. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. It sounds like too much. And I'm trying to squish it down because my video will go past what I needed to go past. But I'm trying to like do. Okay. Body language is important. Okay. Body language is extremely important. Remember that. Now I'm going to end my body language segment really quick by telling you the reason why I'm saying it's so extremely important is because if you don't understand your body and what kind of signals you're giving off to people, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes with people. They're gonna, look at it and judge it and think, oh, she's a sucker. Let me go smack on the back of the head, or let me son her, let me talk to her or him the way I feel like it. You shut the fuck up, move over, I'm here. And it's like, all right, sorry, don't do that. Speak loud. Like I said, excuse me, don't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Get it in there. And that's not negative. That's you standing your ground, standing up for yourself. It's extremely important that you stand up for yourself and that you be confident. Okay, so next subject. Some of you out there wanted to know how to juggle time, with relationships and friends and stuff. And I'm going to say this about that. It's up to you. What is your priority? I'm a procrastinator by nature, okay? Are you like that? You know who you are. You are like that, right? A lot of us are like that. It's okay. This is what I do in that situation that helped me out. Procrastination, or just like trying to juggle time. What you do is it's better to have a pad. It's better than just, doing this all the time. Well, get out a real pad, put it by your bed, on your nightstand or wherever, or in your book bag, a little pad that's just about your notes and stuff, like a little journal or whatever. And you write, Thursday, August the 4th or whatever, and then you write things you need to do. Prioritize. And you'll be all right, my darlings. Chilling, cooling the gang, trust me. Just prioritize and, manage your time better, write it down. I have to write down everything. That's the thing that you don't know. lazeezee got to write it all down. Yes, I write it all down. Even write so, things I have to do in the house, like clean the bathroom, then wash the clothes, this, that, but, make beans. And sometimes I got to write it all down because, it jumbles up. It jumbles. It's just a cluster mess up. I know I cursed. Sorry. Shh. Don't tell the teacher. So like I was saying, prioritize. That's the word there. Prioritize. Put on your list what's the most important and what needs to be done. Studying is extremely critical, it's crucial when you get into college. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you straight up. School is about conforming. It's not cool. It wants to suck away your individuality. And that's the truth. I'm going to keep it real with you. When I was in school, I'll tell you the truth. I was deemed as a borderline genius. Me and my brother, I know, right? I know, right? Or whatever. I don't show it. You know what I'm saying? But the school system never saw that in me. They never did. Because they get in the corner. You ask a question and it was about religion the wrong way. Like, how dare you? And in the corner, and there I was. And I'm such an old girl. I was singing songs from Shirley Temple. On the good ship, lollipop. Shut up and turn around. Stare at the wall. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I was always a non-conformist. Like, you wasn't gonna put me in a box. It was just not gonna happen, right? And I tend to like gravitate to those kinds of people, and so my friends were like misfits. The misfits in the school are the weird ones, But at the end of the day, they're the ones that are gonna change the world. I'm gonna be honest with you. Normal people, the normal everyday run-of-the-mill people, the people that wear the best clothes and all into the fashion and all into the fads and the culture and the pop culture shit, bullshit, and sweating people with all this facial surgery. and know 100 and different stupid ass nonsensical facts about Beyonce and shit. Who gives a damn? You're supposed to be worrying about what's in your water and how they fucking up the food and McDonald's and everybody's obese and they're killing our oceans and deforesting our forests. And yes, you should be worrying and concerning yourself about not drinking out of plastic, drinking out of glass bottles, for instance. I mean, and there's so much that you need to be worried about. Well, not really worried. Worrying is not good. It's not a good thing for your systems. No. No, don't do it. But you should be concerning yourself about your environment, Mother Earth. These are the things that should stand out and have, and you should show an interest for your environment, your world. Because if you don't have an interest in that, you will then you can't breathe when there's no air. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be alive when there's no earth. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be able to eat. We ain't gonna be able to survive. So now we tackled a lot of little subjects in this video, and I hope that you got some good advice. Okay, but I can't keep going on and on and on with it forever and ever and a day. We'll be here all day. I definitely want to do, a part two maybe to this video. Could discuss more stuff about being a teenager. But basically, the gist is watch for your body language, Yes, I can't stress it enough. You have to watch for your body language. You want to make sure that you're coming across as a person that got their shit together, that you're not suffering from low self-esteem problems. You don't want to be a cutter. By the way, about cutting, somebody asked me about it. Let me tell you something about cutters. There's a reason why people cut. They like to slice their wrists up, and that's because when they do that, the serotonin levels raise. Okay, and they're not gonna tell you this for some reason. They like to beat around the bush with kids and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, your serotonin levels raise when you slice up yourself. Chemicals in your brain because you're cutting yourself, and it makes you feel good. It's almost like a drug. So the reason kids slice themselves up, is because they feel bad. And they feel really bad and feel really numb, so they do that. They wake up these endorphins and then they feel good. And it's an empty feeling because then they gotta keep doing it and then they feel bad and then they do it. It's like doing drugs, like I said. But, and it's a big but, you can get the same effect eating nuts and berries. That's what I do when I'm feeling kind of depressed. Go eat some nuts and berries. They also raise your serotonin level. So you really want to get into health, nature. You get a lot of therapy from walking in nature. And I could go on and on and on forever with this, but really look from within. When you're going through something, you can work it out. Trust me. 9 out of 10, you can work it out with yourself. And trust me, I know this because I work it out with myself all the time. And if the doctors could get their hands on me, they would love to give me medication. Now, honey, trust. Crazy pills, 9 out of 10, you don't need them. So, boop, eat right, get your nature walks. Talk to friends when you feeling like you got a problem. Stand up straight, sit up straight. Body language is everything. And maybe in the next segment of the lazeezee review, when we talk about teenage advice, maybe we could talk about, relationships. Now, I don't want this to go on and on and on forever, and I'm sorry if I didn't tackle all the subjects you wanted to talk about, but trust, we'll get back into it. So like I always say, click like, and don't forget, rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm here for you. I'm always here for you. Mommy cares. And thanks for watching my show. Bye-bye. See you next time.